Welcome to the Queen's Table Podcast. I'm your host, Marissa J. And today we're just going to chat a little bit. Now, if you've been listening to this show, you know that there's themes to every episode. And, like here lately with 2020 going the way that it has, I know a lot of people that do podcasts and stuff like that try to stay on schedule. And normally I am the type of person to stay on schedule, but here's the thing. We talk a lot about mental health and knowing when to receive help, knowing when to just love on yourself, do some self-care, I've been doing that. I've been doing a lot of self-care. Actually, no, I haven't. I've been a hermit. I have been. The news cycle gets to be overwhelming. And the people that do commentary on current events, like even the funny stuff, like Bill Maher and Trevor Noah and all of those guys, I don't see how they do it. I don't get it. I do not get it. So many things have been happening, and it's just kind of like, I had to step away. I for a while. I stepped away for a while. I came back, and in Kenosha, Wisconsin, another one of our brothers was gunned down by the police. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore. I can't. And I kind of stepped back from just about everything. And then I cut the news back on because I'm like, okay, so what happened? Because I didn't know what happened. All I saw was the headline, and I turned my phone off. I was like, I can't do this. I don't have the mental capacity to do this again. I don't. I really don't. And I cut it back on again because I'm like, okay, I've got to figure out what the fuck happened. Like, what was going on here? And I see the video. And it was on a news report. This happened in Kenosha. I'm from Milwaukee, which is about 40 miles opposite direction of Kenosha. And I don't really remember like being there or anything like that. We left Wisconsin when I was young. But it's so close to home. And it gets real rough. It gets really exhausting. It's exhausting. And I've noticed a lot that this is happening with a lot of Black folks. Like, we are just tired of it. Like, I don't think people really realize the toll that it takes on our mental health to see this all the time. I don't think people really realize it. Now, if you don't know what happened, this guy, Jacob Blake, cops responded to a domestic report, right? And by the way, I don't have any notes in front of me. This is all just completely unfiltered, Marissa. Just FYI. So police respond to this 911 call. There's a domestic disturbance happening, and they get there, and this dude, Jacob Blake, he broke up the fight, right? So he had his baby moms, and their 3 kids in the car. I don't know if this is wife, girlfriend. I don't know what the situation is between them. It does not matter. It legitimately doesn't matter. All you need to know is that there were 3 children in the back of his car. He was going to his car. The mother was there. The mother was sitting there screaming, just let him get my babies. Just let him get my babies out the car. He said, I'm going to get my babies up out the car. And they were following him like he was finna do something. You could see inside the car that there was babies in the car. And it was so disgusting and so disturbing to see these white police officers. And yeah, I'm not going to hide behind the fact that this is a black-white issue, okay? I'm not about to do it. But you see these white officers tailing him like a fucking lion would a hyena. They were stalking him. They were preying on him. And dude already decided that he was going to pull that trigger the second he took that fucking gun out. Let me tell you something. As somebody that handles guns frequently, okay, you don't pull that motherfucker out unless you finna use it. You hear? You don't do it. You don't, oh, look at my new weapon. Look at my new gun. It's so cute. No. Motherfucker, I'll take pictures of it and shit. I'll post it up on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But if I'm going to pull the motherfucker out, I'm finna use it. And that's the mentality of every responsible gun owner. And this police officer carries a gun with him every single day. So after seeing that took another toll on me. And so I was like, I got to step back. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to get on the news no more. I'm just going to get on social media. So I'm going through Reddit, and Reddit's like popping with all kinds of conspiracies. But okay, obviously, you know, there was another riot to happen in Kenosha. And let me go ahead and say this. Dude's still alive. Okay? Dude's still alive. Jacob Blake is still alive. Now, does that make it any better? No. Absolutely not. That officer was trying to kill him. He was a bad shot. Okay? Trying to kill him. This shit don't make no damn sense. This doesn't make any sense. So I turn the news off again. I'm like, I'm just gonna be on the socials. I gotta be able to. I gotta baby step my way back into society, like back into my groove, back into, you know, shit that I've been doing. But so I'm on Reddit, and Reddit is talking about this lone gunman at the protest, and now folks is dead. What? Folks is dead. So I'm like, fuck. Okay, what the fuck happened? So I gathered all the pieces, and then I went right back to the news cycle. And you see amongst the protesters this dude who had fallen with the videos that I've seen. They started out with the dude fell. He was like amongst them. And I guess he was fighting with them, or I don't know. I don't know what the situation. It was very chaotic. The whole scene was very chaotic. But dude at some point fell, and he starts shooting. He got a whole ass gun. He got what is it? One of them fucking rifle bitches. He's got this fucking big ass gun, and he's shooting at the crowd. And then he gets up and he shoots some more. And he's walking down the street. And then you see, you know, all these lights are in the background, but he's walking towards them. And once you realize that, oh shit, he's walking towards the cops, What he finna do, he starts putting his hands up and he's walking toward the cops. And these cops aren't in regular cop cars. They're in these armored tanks. So, I mean, like, I don't know if it was cops, National Guard, because the National Guard was called in. Some other agency, FBI is up there. Like, I don't know who the fuck it was in these tanks, but it was law enforcement. Okay? And they just rode right past them. This man who was walking towards them with a big ass gun strapped, he had the strap on, strapped to him, and they just waltzed on by because he couldn't possibly be a threat. It's a white man. It's a white kid. Couldn't possibly be a threat. That's not no threat. Keep it moving. That's not no threat. But this man who told you he was getting his children out of the car, he's a threat because of his skin? Like, we know this. We already know this. I'm not telling you anything new. But it's so hard to hear that every day. It's so hard to go through this every day. It is so hard to see this every day. Every day. Because not only am I talking about it, I'm also living it too. Anytime shit like this arises, you know, what are we supposed to do? Keep your head down. Mind your business. Keep your head down, mind your business. All the generations before us, what'd they do? They kept their head down and they minded their business. And then they tell you, yo, now you got to keep your head down and mind your business. Go through the proper channels. Proper channels don't work, man. They don't work anymore. The proper channels do not work anymore. So what do? It's clear that these people don't know any other language other than violence. Let me expound on that. There's a movie coming out, and the movie is called Cracker. Okay? The movie is called Cracker. And it's about, like, what if the situation was reversed? The whole transatlantic slave trade, that whole movement within America, what if that was reversed and white people were slaves and black people owned them? And I've been telling people since, you know, the promos started coming out for that movie, I don't want to see this movie. I don't want to see this movie. That's not our narrative. We have never in the history of the world have ever acted like that. That's disgusting. We don't do that. That's not our narrative. That's not what we did. And folks, well, they had slaves over in Africa. Those were indentured servants. In the same way that indentured servitude was all throughout England. It's the thing. They got to go back home. That's why a lot of slaves that came over here were Muslim. Because they had some years of indentured servitude in northern Africa, where Islam was prevalent. So they brought that back. But that's the point. They were able to come back. They came back home without being whipped and beaten and starved and raped. Oh, people fucking disgust me. Never in the history of blackism did we ever act like that. That's the way a savage acts. That's savagery. That's what a savage is. And the movie, the movie's just really gross. Because we don't think that way. That's not what we want. We're not even asking for that. We're not even wanting that. Nobody is saying, give me a white person so I can beat them and rape them and take them away from their kids and subject them into a life of servitude simply because they lack melanin. What? We have never thought that way. Ever. That's not in our DNA. That's not us. But this movie is coming out and it's just kind of like, I don't know what to say. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. That's not our. And not only that, the whole storyline was made up by a white dude. This isn't what we're doing here. This is what they are afraid of because they've done it to us before, and probably because may not have any issue with doing it again. They're still doing it. They're still doing it. The prison industrial complex is absolutely slavery. They're still doing it. I just... That's not us. That's not our narrative. That's not what we want. Okay? But see, here's the thing. There's a reason. I said all of that to say this. The fact that a white guy came up with this storyline, hey, what if it was in reverse? And think that it would be okay to push that. I don't really know. I don't really know what to make of that. That's other than it's not us. And the fact that this white guy is like, yeah, this is going to be a great movie. People are going to love this. And it's kind of like you're read the room, sweetheart. We're just saying, hey, just maybe don't kill us, please. That's all we're saying. Just maybe don't kill us. Nobody wants to make you our fucking slave. Nobody wants that. No one. That's your fear. Oh. But that goes to show that that's the only language that they can understand is violence. Just violence. So how are we to deal with that when we're not a violent people? I don't give a fuck what the fuck the media says. We're not a violent people. That's why you see so many black people incarcerated on bullshit ass charges. We're not a violent people. We're not. When was the last time you heard of a black kid shooting up a school or a movie theater? How many black serial killers can you name off the top of your head? Great. That's great. You can name 2 or 3. Wonderful. I could name like 20 off the top of my head. We're not a violent people. We're not. And any amount of violence in us was a learned trait. Because we didn't bring that from Africa. It was learned. It was learned. So, it's just rough. I'm not having a good time. I'm not having a good time at all. I really am trying to take care of myself, but I guess I'm coming on here to tell you it's not just you. You ain't alone. Mm-hmm. If you're feeling like that too, if any part of what I said has resonated with you, you're not alone. You are not alone. Well, anyway, I just wanted to come on and say those few words. It's 9:19. I've been seeing a lot of that, those synchronicities, 9:19, 3:13, 2:23. I don't know. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. I've been seeing a lot here lately. I'm not into numerology, so I don't know what any of that means. But anyway, I just came on here to say y'all ain't alone. Drink water. Try to meditate if you can. I don't know. I don't really know. Try and find the joyous things in life. Because, I mean, okay. I thought I was done. I'm not done. Because if you really think about it, we're not going to revolt like Haiti. Like Haiti did in 1804. We're not going to revolt like them. We don't have it in us anymore. We're too soft. We're cushiony. They didn't give a fuck. They were like, you know what? It's cool because I'm just going to come back in the next lifetime and just start all over again. That's why the Igbo people was jumping off the fucking boats when they landed here. They were like, they took one look around and was like, huh? You want us to do what? Oh, no, that's cool. We're going to go back in the sea. Bye. We're gonna hit the reset button, just start all over again in Africa. See ya. Deuces. Death is better than this. We all know it. We're on the same page. Let's go. We ain't like that no more. We're not like that anymore. We're not. And if there's going to be an all-out civil war, it's mainly going to be between white people. I promise you. I promise you. The race war that so many have been wanting to happen, that ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Maybe a few. But it's going to be between white people. Between allies and Nazis. I mean, that's what it boils down to. But we're not going to be a part of that. Because we're not violent. And that trait, that survival, fight versus flight, that fight, that's been weeded out. That's been weeded out over the generations. It's been weeded out. You want to know how I know it's been weeded out? Because what are you supposed to do when your enemy slaps you? Huh? What'd you say? You say turn the other cheek? Is that what you said? Now, you said that because the Bible said that? That's been deeply ingrained in our society? Yeah. We too soft. We be turning cheeks and shit. We're too soft. We're not ready for any revolution. That's what's not gonna happen. But these white folks that are getting real pissed off and seeing, they're getting pissed off too. Y'all getting pissed off too and seeing this shit happening all the time. Like, damn, why can't you guys can you please just stop killing black people, please? Like, this is really ridiculous. Like, it's 2020 and y'all still killing black folks for no reason. Why? Why is this a thing? But here's the thing. They got that fight in them. But this all-out race war that I keep hearing, it's all over. Reddit is crazy, y'all. Oh, my God. Reddit. Ooh. But all over. Guys, I don't know. We're not ready for anything like that. And so the only thing that you can do is just make the best of the situation that you're in. It's going to overwhelm you. You know that it's going to, sadden you. So do things, take some preventative care. Shit finna get wild. It's finna get wild. It's about to get wild. Protests are gonna, like, this coming up weekend, there's gonna be protests everywhere, and then we're gonna be on a curfew, and then somebody's gonna come out and say, well, hey, seeing as how everybody is at home, this is actually doing the COVID some good, so then we're gonna be on lockdown again. Y'all, listen, just read the room, and if you need to take a couple of mental health days, you know what? You have every fucking right to. You have every fucking right to. Our country is in turmoil, and you have every right to take couple personal days, a few mental health days to kind of process this. I mean, it's not. I could talk about this forever. Listen, and I'm not going to, because it just, I wanted to talk about it a little bit because it has been weighing on me. But now, I've said all that I had to say, and we're gonna get back to work. We're gonna get back to work. So eat healthy, eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, drink your water, meditate, be outside as much as you possibly can. It's nice. It's nice out right now. I'm in Tennessee right now, and it's nice out. It's not too hot. It's somewhere in the mid 80s. There's a nice little breeze going. It's not like super cloudy right now. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Go look outside. If it looks good outside, go outside. Hell, if it don't look good outside, go outside any damn way. You need to be outside. Get you some fresh air, especially if you've been quarantining. Get you some fresh air. Open a window at least. Shit. Anyway, I'm talked enough. Fuck 2020.